Ashley, what is our last main topic of the day?
All right, the real last main one is from Lewis Thrift. With there being so many streaming services now, is it inevitable that some of them will need to start offering ad supported free or low cost tiers in order for more people to sign up? I pay for Netflix, Amazon, Sky's Now TV, and a couple of anime services, but I'm really close to hitting my limit. If I lived in the US, I may already be past it. Thank you for being such an optimistic and positive voice.
All right, as I've just finished explaining to you why Batman should kill some fools. Yeah.
Sorry I swore too. I'm sorry for swearing. I apologize for using a big bad word.
Look, we've been talking about the streaming stuff here, Rob, for a while because we already have a number of the streaming giants: Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. Many Warner Brothers has got theirs now. DC streaming, all like Disney Plus is coming now. We got Apple TV Plus, and more and more and more and more and more. And the price tag is starting to add up. Like we talked about that the other day, that as we look over our monthly bills, it's like, oh yeah, look at all these services I'm paying for now. Like I also pay for HBO Now, and I pay for the YouTube TV, and I pay for Showtime, and it adds up. One of my favorite things though about these streaming services is that I don't have to watch commercials. I mean,
Right.
things like, the NBC app, you got to watch commercials, but you don't pay for the NBC app. The CW app on my Roku, I got to watch commercials, but I don't pay for the CW app on my Roku. With all these other ones, the great thing about it is there's no commercials. The Netflix shows, I watch them, no commercials. Hulu, now I pay a couple of extra bucks for ad-free Hulu, but to me it's worth it to not have commercials. Amazon Prime, I don't have to watch commercials. It's great. As a consumer, Rob, as somebody who watches this stuff, as a customer, would you be okay? Let's, for argument's sake, take Netflix, say it's 16 bucks a
Sure.
month, right? Would you be okay for them, say, reducing the cost of Netflix to, say, $11 a month? So $5 off a month, that's like 30% savings. But you're going to have to deal with commercials. Where's that trade-off for you?
That's a good question. I hate commercials. One of the great things about streaming is not having commercials. And when you're into streaming, especially binge watching shows, being interrupted, getting the flow interrupted is annoying. Now, I think that the very idea that I'm paying for a premium streaming service would make sure that I don't have to deal with commercials. If suddenly Netflix was adding commercials to my viewing experience, I would not. I would have to rethink it because that's why I'm paying the initial subscription fee. And if they had to increase the fee by a couple of bucks, like say even $5, if they went up $5, which is a lot, that's a huge increase for Netflix because they were going to go to commercials or even limited commercials, I might consider doing it. I mean, that's a huge percentage. What is that, like 33% or something more than
Around
I'm paying
there,
now? Now, I would be angry about it. I'm like, how did you? That's a huge change in your business model. It would not be pleasing to me. But if they said, we got you over a barrel, kid. You want to watch the OA season 3? You're gonna have to do it and pay commercials. I'm a big Brit Marlin fan, so I'm like, okay, she's pretty hot. I'll pay an extra $5 to get her uncommercialized. Sure, but it would be bothersome. And if then all of the streaming services did it, I would now be paying how much more extra money to not get commercials? The whole point of paying for a streaming service is to not get commercials.
Sure, but the question is, would you, if the streaming services came to you as he posted in the question, and say, we're going to offer you an option to not charge you more to make sure you don't get commercials, but we will reduce your bill. We will cut your bill in exchange for us throwing in ads and commercials. So instead of paying $16 a month, say for Netflix, you pay $11 a month. You save $5 a month.
No. I'm already paying money. I would not want my bill reduced so I can. It's not that much money. I mean, it's worth it to me. The amount of streaming that I pay. That's why I'm saying I would even pay more money if they decided we're going to put commercials on our service. Period. I mean, but no, even if they reduced my money, no, I wouldn't want to do that. I just don't want commercials. That's why I pay for streaming. That's it. I mean, I just don't want commercials.
Ash, let me ask you that question. So, I mean, we're all paying a bunch of money now because we all subscribe to a whole bunch of these streaming services. If they came and said, hey, guess what? We'll cut your bill by like a third. but you're going to have to put up with about, 8 minutes of commercials per 30-minute show, whatever. Is that something you go for? Or are you like, no, as a consumer, I'm good paying what I'm paying with no commercials?
I think it really depends. If you already are paying a certain price, then I don't care. I don't want it slashed for commercials. But maybe as a new consumer, if I was choosing one or the other, I might be cheap and go for the commercial route. But if I'm already paying, I'm definitely not going to slash and go for commercials. That's obnoxious to me. So,
but what else? You know what else, John? I'll tell you something that it just occurred to me. It depends what kind of commercials they were.
Yeah,
like if I was assured of getting exclusive movie trailers. Like if Netflix, these are going to be movie trailers that you could only see on Netflix. I do not want to watch commercials for Cialis or psoriasis or whatever pill I need to take to make myself feel better. I don't want to watch that kind of stuff. I don't want to watch car commercials. I don't want to watch beer commercials. But if I could get commercials that might be tailored to my viewing needs, like if they put on hot toy commercials, for instance, something that was geeky, like if genre shows, a horror show, for instance, like The Haunting of Hill House, if I was assured that I would only get commercials that would be pertinent to my interest in horror, then I might be like, okay. And if they could figure out a way to do that, I might be interested, because I would love to see exclusive ads for the new horror films coming up. And maybe if they would only put them at the beginning, like after the opening credits and before the end credits, I might be interested in that. But the basic broadcast TV commercial model, no. But if they came up with a new way to deal with commercials, I might be into it.
You want them to pull a Facebook and data mine all your personal information.
Yeah, yes. Exactly.
Yes, as a matter of fact. Yes. Well, hey guys, I want to know. Let me ask you guys that question. If all the streaming services, because it's starting to get expensive, if they came to you and said, "Hey, we'll cut your bill, but you got to watch commercials," is that worth it to you? Or are you like, nah, I like not having commercials? Commercials make the world go round, man. Like shows like this are only possible because of commercials. But really, would that be something to you? I don't know that I would. I might be siding with Rob on this. Jump down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts.